Every community has a story, and these historic markers are really important because it's a small way of sharing that story with the entire county.
The Village of Pomonkey is an historic African-American enclave established in the late 19th century, which included many successful businesses, churches, schools, and social halls that thrived during an era of Jim Crow and segregation. Important landmarks include the PAmonkey High School, Walton's Market, Metropolitan Church, the PAmonkey Elks Lodge, number 717, the Beehive Masonic Lodge, number 66, Thornton's Funeral Home, and W.P. Jameson's store, just to name a few.
PAmonkey is just a, I mean, when you say the name PAmonkey, it just does something to you because it's in my bones.
PAmonkey means everything to me. I think with the school and the church, that has been the foundation of our life, of my life, but I think of most of us in the community. And knowing about the village itself, I've learned a lot, but it's everything to me because that's where I was raised, that's where I went to school, that's where I met my friends, family, and it's all about PAmonkey.
PAmonkey was originally named after the Pamunkey Indians, and it was spelled PAMUNKEY. That was a native tribe that lived in this area. Time changed the name to the spelling to POMONKEY. We're not exactly sure why, but the spelling was changed. But PAmonkey has been around a long time, and I guess it was one of the very early settlements in the Charles County area. It was a main thoroughfare for travels between Indian Head and southern destinations. A lot of traffic came right through PAmonkey. That made it a center, a travel way for people that were traveling in the county.
So the village of PAmonkey is important as an early 20th century African-American village that was established and really thrived during an era of segregation. It was established after the Civil War, and it grew around what was then called PAmonkey Chapel and has later evolved into the Metropolitan United Methodist Church. So that provided an anchor to the community where community members could come after the Civil War and worship together, support one another. And that, as an anchor, led to additional businesses, schools, and social institutions that continue to support this African American community well into the 20th century.
My name is Doris Jackson Mason, and I was born in PAmonkey and never left too long or too far away. And I remember have to walk 1.5 miles to catch the school bus. And by us having the second-hand buses, a lot of times it didn't come on time, so you was frozen by the time you got to school. And when I got to school, had Miss Coleman, very nice lady, but she gave me a whole lot of love and a whole lot of support. So back them days, the teachers really helped you because all the kids didn't have all the things they need to get through their school lessons. So the teachers looked out for the children, and they really helped you along the way.
I was born actually in Indian Head and went to PAmonkey High School, which was the first colored high school in Charles County. Most of us that went to school here, we attended school every day. We had several members of our classes that some of us had perfect attendance through all 12 years of schooling. And so that meant that, well, for one thing, you didn't stay home because you stayed home. You had either be sick or you had to work. But school was our life. and between that and the church. But the school itself, that's where we met our friends. We had activities. We had great teachers, great role models, terrific basketball and ball teams. A lot of memories were here. We held our assemblies, talent shows, many events. But most of all, we had a terrific championship basketball team over all the years, and this is where the games were played. We had a basketball goal at that end, and here is part of the backboard unit that's still in place.
PAmonkey is significant to Charles County in that it has almost its own little independent area. We had our own grocery store, our own schools, our own churches, our own social organizations. It was just a self-contained area.
It was kind of a close-knit community. Everybody knew everybody, black, white, or otherwise. And we got along, I think, pretty good, you know. The schools were segregated, but on the weekends, a lot of times we would like play football or something. It would be like integrated, you know.
By the airport, they had a racetrack. And of course, back then, the black people couldn't go to the racetrack, so the neighbor had a pear tree. So we would get up in the pear tree to look over at the racetrack on Sundays. But mostly you go to the ball games.
Yeah, we had the PAmonkey Brown baseball team. One of our members, Doris, had 3 brothers that played on the team. And we had a lot of friends that played on the team, but you basically had to be a good ball player to even make that team, you know. Like guys my size and all, I didn't even try out for it because we had such good players, like her brothers, the Jacksons and the Chases and all. They were like excellent ball players, Marshalls and all. But everybody basically went to the ball game on Sundays.
You know, many of us, our age, we know the history, we were born here, we lived through it, but those, our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren are not as familiar. We have a lot of new people that are in the area that they live here, they work other places, they don't have a lot of time to socialize in the area and to know the history. We need to keep it alive because even now, it's a great place to live. It's just important that we keep alive the history of PAmonkey. The marker is important because it lets others know the importance of this place, that this place is significant, and it just points out that here's a spot that you need to learn about. And it's something that we all can relate to, and even those that weren't originally from this area, that come through, that visit, that vacation here, to know that there's something here, something special about this place here.
I think PAmonkey deserves that historical marker because of we had choirs that were known not only locally but statewide. We had athletic people who were very exceptional in how they performed and competed statewide as well. And the dedication, especially of the teachers who we had at that school, and being the first to have a high school where we had to really fight, so to speak, to get that school going and to keep it going and to be known in the area.
Our work in PAmonkey really started several years ago when we enlisted the help of some historians to really document the history of the community. And through that effort, we were able to have some information gathering sessions and invite members of the PAmonkey community to come out and share their history. And all of that kind of culminated in a documentation project where we collected artifacts and information and historic photographs. And then it's a question of what to do with it. And we are working on a National Register nomination for the Village of PAmonkey, but we also wanted something a little more concrete in the ground to share history about this place for people that come to PAmonkey but may not be familiar with their history. So that's why we thought about the historic marker program, and we put together the history and went ahead and fabricated a historic marker. It's cast aluminum, it's very durable, and it's really a nice way to commemorate a site's and a local landmark's historic significance.
It's really important because it really acts, to me, it acts as a landmark for those that don't know about PAmonkey. They can come and visit, and we certainly welcome, and it's a great thing to be recognized for.
It's important to me because of the struggles that people had to go to get that school built, because they wanted their students, as well as people today, they look at education in the area, and during that time when PAmonkey was just getting started, the people in this area wanted their students or their sons and daughters to be highly educated.
And this is something I never want to forget. And I tell my little nieces, my grandson, my godson, everybody, but I tell them about PAmonkey. I tell them it's a town like Tombstone, too tough to die.
Wow, it's right out here by the school. That is it. That is it. And they give us bragging rights. We can really say, come on down, PAmonkey, look at the historic marker. So it's great, words can't even explain it.
I would just say, come and see us. It's a great place to visit. It's a great place to live.
Langston Hughes, the leading voice of the Harlem Renaissance, a writer showcasing the dignity and the beauty in ordinary Black life. The hours he spent in Harlem clubs affected his work, making him one of the innovators of jazz poetry. He worked as a social activist in addition to writing novels, plays, and poems. He wrote his most famous poem when he was only 17 while traveling on a train across the Mississippi River. The Negro speaks of rivers. I've known rivers. I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood in human veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathed in the Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo and it lulled me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I've heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans, and I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers.
I am here today to talk to you about our Charles County Recycling website and the Charles County Recycles app. You may have noticed that we did not mail the 2021 recycling calendar to residents this year. We did that for a few reasons, mainly because it was an environmental savings as well as an economic savings for the county. Our website, charlescountymd.gov/recycling, gives you all of the information that you need to recycle properly in Charles County. When you get to the site, one of the first things you'll be asked to do is to search your address. Once you put in your address, your recycling collection day calendar will come up. From there, you can see when your collection day is, you can sign up for reminders, you can print the calendar if you would like. The reminders you can have sent to you in a variety of ways. You can send the calendar directly to your electronic calendar so it pops up for you on your collection day and you can get reminders that way. You can sign up to have text reminders sent directly to your phone, so the day before your collection day, you will get a reminder, put your cart out by the curb by 7 a.m. You can also have an email or even a phone call if you prefer. So all of that can be done through the website. Also on the website, you can search for items that you're not sure what you can do with. Let's say you have a broken lamp and you don't know what to do with it. You can type in lamp under our Waste Wizard section, and in there it will show you what you can do with it. Items like that are recyclable within our electronics recycling throughout the county and can be brought to any one of our 4 recycling centers. Another item that you're not sure of, let's say latex paint. That is not a household hazardous waste. It can be dried out and thrown away with your regular trash. But items like that you're not sure of, you can always search for in the Waste Wizard, and it will tell you how to properly dispose of it within Charles County. Another option on our website is the recycling store. Within the recycling store, if you use our Tag-A-Bag program, you can purchase the Tag-A-Bags electronically. They are purchased in increments of 10, and they will be mailed directly to your home. We also have other events that you can sign up for or look into, such as our shred event. You can click on this link, on this icon right here, and it will tell you when our next shred events are coming up. You can register for those events. If we do not have an event currently scheduled, or if it is full, you could put your name on the wait list. On to our app. Charles County has an app for our recycling program. It is called Charles County Recycles. You can find it on Google Play as well as the Apple App Store. Search for Charles County Recycles and download the app to your iPhone or your tablet for easy use in the palm of your hand. Everything that you can do on the website, you can also do on the app. You can sign up for reminders, you can search through the Waste Wizard, you can sign up for other programs such as our shred event. You can also access the online recycling store to purchase your Tag-A-Bag tickets. Oh, and both options, the website and the app, also have our little fun Where Does It Go recycling game, where you can play a little game and test your knowledge of where items go, if they're going to go to the landfill or if they're going to go into your recycling cart or to a recycling center. Please go to our website to find all the information that you need, or use our app, Charles County Recycles, to find out everything that you need with recycling and proper disposal of items within Charles County. Thank you.
Applying for jobs with Charles County government is now easier and more efficient. Visit www.charlescountymd.gov for more information.